Tell the feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Tell the feeling like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling like my life is a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Only time I feel pain when I'm feeling love. That's why I
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy P, Ball with P, back again with another one, man. Hey, man, if you haven't checked out my last videos, my last two actually, I put them out on the same day. Go check them out, man. One of them was I broke down the whole Ezekiel Elliott versus NFL situation. I put a lot of time into that one, man. That one took me a little while. If you haven't checked that one out, go check it out, man. Please go watch that video for me. And then also I broke down the Cleveland Cavaliers' recent struggles to start this 2017-2018 season. So if you haven't checked out those videos, man, please do me a favor. Go check them out, man, for me, please. Excuse my clothes, man. I just got off work. Just a little info, man. I work Monday through Friday, man. I work at a hospital. I work afternoon to the night shift, man. I just got off work like 2 hours ago. Exactly 2 hours ago, I just got off. Most of my videos I record, I do them at the work, man. I shoot over to my old crib that I used to stay at, and I record these videos, man. Because my new crib is not really a good place to record. Some of my videos I recorded at my old crib, but I'm trying to keep them at this setting that I'm in right now. So yeah, like I said, man, most of my videos, man, I'm coming straight off work, man. I'm trying to get it, man. I'm trying to get it. So excuse my clothes, please, man. But today, got an NFL topic for y'all, man. I know I've been giving y'all a lot of NFL. I'm gonna get into the NBA topics a little more. But like I said, I said in my last video, I think. It's a lot more stuff going on in the NFL and the NBA right now, man. So got another NFL topic today. Today I'm gonna give you the NFL midseason review. We're going into Week 10. Week 9 just ended. Midpoint of the season pretty much passed. Most teams have pretty much played 8 games, so we're really still at the midpoint of the season. I'm going to give you the standings in the AFC and the NFC and NFL, statistical leaders, playoff picture. Going to talk about trade deadline moves, some injuries, and at the end, I'm going to give you my midseason NFL MVP. So let's jump right into it. Here are the standings for the AFC right now for each division. AFC East, we got the New England Patriots on top. Buffalo's behind them. They're 5-3. Miami's behind them, 4-4, and the Jets are last place in that division. The Jets are 2.5 games behind the New England Patriots. They're in 4th. Miami's 2 games behind. Buffalo's 1 game behind. AFC North got the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're leading the division at 6-2. Baltimore is the second place team at 4-5. Cincinnati's 3rd, 3-5, and the Cleveland Browns, they just gonna always be sorry. Sorry, Browns fans, y'all just gonna always be trash. Y'all 6 games behind. Cincinnati's 3 games behind. Baltimore's 2.5 games behind. AFC South. AFC South is pretty close. AFC East is actually pretty close too, but AFC South got Tennessee and Jacksonville. They're tied for first. Tennessee owns the tiebreaker. Houston's in 3rd place. They're 2 games behind, and Indianapolis is behind them, 3-6. They're 2.5 games back. AFC West, Kansas City leads that division. Kansas City, they started off the season. They started off very well, but they've hit a little low point the last couple weeks, man. They're 6-3. Oakland's 4-5. Chargers behind them. They're 3-5. It's so weird that the Chargers in LA now. I'm looking at that. I wrote LA Chargers, and it's just weird, but. They're 3-5. Denver is in last place. They're also 3-5. So Denver and LA, they last in division. They both 2.5 games back. Oakland's 2 games back. So that is the AFC standings. Baltimore and New England are tied for the best record in the AFC. And I'm gonna just say it right now. That's my prediction for the AFC Championship at the midpoint of the season. I'm gonna say that now. I think New England and Pittsburgh, that's definitely going to be the AFC Championship game this year. So let's move on to the NFC. NFC East, we got the, I know I've had if y'all see my last video, y'all know how I feel about the Eagles. I ain't going to say it. They lead the division. They have the best record in the league right now. They 8-1. Dallas, they're 2.5 games back in the second place spot in the NFC East. They're 5-3. Washington's right behind them at 4-4. And the New York Giants, y'all just trash. Giants fans, I'm sorry, no disrespect to you if you're a Giants fan, but y'all trash. Y'all 1-7, 6.5 games behind Philly. Washington's 3.5 games back. Dallas is 2.5 games back. I feel like Dallas is gonna make a little jump. They gonna make a little run towards the end of the season, and it depends on the whole Zeke situation. If they gonna suspend this man or not, we gonna see, man. Go watch my last video when I broke that whole situation down, man. And I'm just so tired of hearing about this man Zeke. And it's so crazy. I put that video out of the whole Ezekiel Elliott situation. The next morning, after I posted it, the league ruled that he was gonna still be able to play. I'm like, man, are you serious? It's crazy, but it depends on what happens with that situation for Dallas. I feel like they're gonna creep up on Philly, but I don't think they're gonna win the division. NFC North, Minnesota leads that division at 6-2. Detroit's behind them at 4-4. The Packers, they're 4-4 as well. Chicago Bears, they're 3-5. Chicago's 3 games back. Green Bay and Detroit are both 2 games back. NFC South, I feel like, let me see. Let me look at the division. The NFC South might be the toughest division to pick right now. It really might be. And my Falcons, they're in the NFC South, of course. New Orleans, they lead in the NFC South right now. They're 6-2. They looking good. I think they won 6 games in a row. Carolina, they're 6-3. My Falcons, man, we 4-4. We at 50% right now. Tampa Bay's behind us at 2-6. Tampa Bay's 4 games back. My Falcons are 2 games back, and Carolina's half a game back. I feel like this is gonna be the closest division. I feel like Carolina and New Orleans, they're gonna be fighting the whole year. If my Falcons, I don't know what we finna do, man. We got the hardest remaining schedule. As I'm guessing, I heard this on TV that we got the hardest remaining schedule, and I'm guessing it's because of the records of the teams we're playing. I don't know what we finna do, man, but I feel like we're gonna be in the mix too in NFC South as the year gets closer to ending. NFC West, LA Rams, they're in first place. They're 6-2. Seattle's right behind them, 5-3. Arizona's 4-4. That division is actually pretty close with those 2 teams. And San Fran, y'all trash. Sorry, Kyle Shanahan, you trash. My offensive coordinator last year. Y'all are trash. They're last. San Fran's, they're 6.5 games back. Arizona's 2 games back. Seattle's 1 game back. That division's pretty close between those 3 teams. I feel like it's gonna be between Seattle and LA. I'm not gonna say who I think is gonna win each division yet. I'm not gonna say that yet, cause a lot of them are really close. I'm not gonna say it yet. Fuck it, I'll say it. I feel like New England's gonna win the NFC East. Pittsburgh's gonna win NFC North. AFC South, I think Jacksonville's gonna take the AFC South. I think they're gonna win the AFC South. AFC West, Kansas City. I'm picking Kansas City. NFC East, I'm picking Philly. NFC North, I'm picking Minnesota. NFC South, if I had to pick, I ain't gonna be biased. If I had to pick, I'm gonna say New Orleans, because New Orleans, I've seen their schedule. Y'all got a pretty good chances to win a lot of the games for the rest of y'all schedule. I'm not even gonna be biased. And my Falcons, we got the hardest remaining schedule in the league. I'm picking New Orleans. And NFC West, I'm gonna say Seattle towards the end of the year. I feel like they're gonna jump over LA. I think Seattle's gonna take that division. So those are I wasn't even gonna do this. This wasn't planned before I made this video, but those are my division winners, I think, here at the half point of the season. So let's move on to the playoff picture right now. At the end of week 9, here is the playoff picture for both the AFC and the NFC. If the playoffs started right now this week, this would be the current seedings. AFC, Pittsburgh, they're number 1 at 6-2. New England, they're number 2 at 6-2 as well. Both of them, they would have a first round bye if the playoffs started today. Kansas City is the 3rd spot, and look at these last 3 teams. Number 4, the Tennessee Titans at 5-3. So Pittsburgh, New England, Kansas City, and Tennessee, they will all be the division winners. In the wild card, you have Jacksonville in there, and the Buffalo Bills in there at number 6 seed. Tennessee, Jacksonville, Buffalo, they're all 5-3. Tennessee and Jacksonville, they're in the same division. Those last 3 teams, man, it's interesting. It's really interesting right now to see those teams in there. NFC, Philly at number 1, they got the best record in the NFL. Like I said, they're 8-1. New Orleans at number 2, they're 6-2. New Orleans and Philly would have the first round bye if the playoffs started today. Minnesota would be the number 3 spot at 6-2, and the Rams would be at the number 4 spot at 6-2. So the division winners would be Philly, New Orleans, Minnesota, and the LA Rams. And you could see that from when I broke down the whole division, AFC, NFC, you could see that as well. Number 5 seed in the first wild card team in NFC would be the Carolina Panthers at 6-3, and the final playoff spot in the NFC would be, again, if the playoffs started this week, it would be the Dallas Cowboys as the number 6 seed. So that is the current playoff picture right now. So next, I'm gonna move on to the statistical leaders. At the end of week 9, here are your statistical leaders for their respective category. Tom Brady, he leads the league in passing yards right now. Alex Smith for the Kansas City Chiefs, he's right behind him. Then you got Russell Wilson, Carson Wentz, who's having a great year, and Drew Brees at number 5. Rushing yards leader, you got Kareem Hunt. He's had an incredible year. He's got 800 yards. Zeke from the Dallas Cowboys, he's right behind him. Le'Veon Bell's right behind Zeke. You got Todd Gurley and Jordan Howard of the Chicago Bears. Receiving yards, Antonio Brown, he leads the league in receiving yards right now. I was surprised that my guy Julio was in there. I don't know why. I was surprised because I haven't really seen Julio. He's made some great catches this year. You know, I watch all the Falcons games. I'm a Falcons fan, but I was actually surprised he was in the top 5 because it's just because I was thrown off because he only has 1 touchdown this year. But he's in the top 5. T.Y. Hilton, DeAndre Hopkins, who is a stud. I like DeAndre Hopkins, man. Travis Kelce, tight end for Kansas City Chiefs. He's at number 5. Sacks leaders. I'm not sure how to say this guy's name. It's so crazy. I've never heard of this guy. I think it's Calais Campbell. He plays for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He leads the league with 11 sacks. DeMarcus Lawrence for the Dallas Cowboys. He's right behind him. You see Everson Griffin in 3rd, Chandler Jones in 4th, and Joey Bosa for the Chargers. He's in 5th. Kevin Byard for the Tennessee Titans. He leads the league in interceptions at 6. You can see the rest of the guys under him. You got 3 guys tied with 3. It may be more than that. I didn't look at 6 through 10. Zach Brown of the Washington Redskins. He leads the league in tackles. He's got 86 tackles on the year. If you look at the whole statistical leaders, the team with the most players is the Kansas City Chiefs. They got 3 guys in there. They got Alex Smith at number 2 in passing yards. They got Kareem Hunt. He's leading the league in rush yards. And then they got Travis Kelce. He's number 5 in receiving yards. So you got a quarterback, running back, and a receiver all in the statistical leaders for the Kansas City Chiefs. Dallas, Seattle, Pittsburgh, Arizona. They all got 2. They got 2 players in there. So that's I keep messing up that word. The statistical leaders going into Week 10 in the NFL. So next, I'm gonna just run through some quick trade deadline moves. I'm gonna just name 3 moves that happened. The most notable moves had Jimmy Garoppolo, backup quarterback for the New England Patriots. He's been backing up Tom Brady since he's been in the league, I believe. He's getting traded. He got traded to the San Francisco 49ers, so he will be the San Francisco 49ers quarterback. Going into Week 10, I do believe that he is going to be starting this week. He didn't play last week. I guess he was still soaking in the system, learning the plays and all that. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's going to be San Francisco's quarterback for the future, it looks like. This one surprised me. Jay Ajayi, the Miami Dolphins running back, they trade him to the Philadelphia Eagles. They just helped out Philly. Philly already only got 1 loss, and y'all just gonna give up y'all best running back. I don't know if Miami ain't want to pay him. That was a weird one to me because Jay Ajayi, he's a good player. He's a really great player. It had to be more. It had to be something more to that than because there's no way they just give up Jay Ajayi. I wouldn't do that if I was in the Miami front office. And Calvin Benjamin, wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers. He goes to the Buffalo Bills. Cam Newton, he expressed his feeling of that situation. He didn't like how Calvin Benjamin was gone, but he understands that it's a business. Cam Newton, he voiced his opinion about that trade. So those are the 3 biggest or notable trade deadline moves that happened: Jimmy Garoppolo, Jay Ajayi, Calvin Benjamin. So now I'm going to get to the injuries that have happened. And, man, I know injuries are part of the game, but, man, we have seen some messed up injuries, man. Oh, man. So, some terrible stuff. Eric Berry, I think he got injured, if I remember correctly, he got injured the opening game. Safety for the Kansas City Chiefs. He ruptured his Achilles. He's out for the year. Andrew Luck, quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, he has a shoulder injury. He's still nursing. I think that happened last year, that shoulder injury. They put him on injury reserve. I think last week. He's not coming back. David Johnson, running back for the Arizona Cardinals. He has a wrist injury. He's out for the year. Ryan Tannehill, he had a left knee injury from a non-contact. It was a non-contact injury at practice. He's out for the season. That's why the Miami Dolphins, of course, they signed that sorry behind Jay Cutler. Odell Beckham, New York Giants wide receiver, arguably top 3 receiver in the league right now. He broke his left ankle. He's out for the year. This will hurt me. J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt, he has a tibial fracture in his left leg. He's out for the season, man. All this stuff that he did for Houston, the city of Houston, after the whole hurricane happened, man, that hurt. That really sucked that J.J. Watt, he injured. He's, like I said, he's out for the rest of the year, man. That sucks. My heart goes out to J.J. Watt and his family, man, for real. Aaron Rodgers, quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, he broke his collarbone. Like, look at these names that I'm naming. These are some big names. And this one hurt me the most. Deshaun Watson, rookie quarterback for the Houston Texans. It tears his ACL at practice last week. I got the notification on my phone. This from the CBS Sports app. And, man, I was like, what? I couldn't believe he's having arguably, he probably would have had probably the greatest rookie season for a quarterback as far as his stats. I mean, Houston, they aren't one of the best teams in the league right now, but he ended his season with 1,700 yards, 19 touchdown passes, 8 interceptions. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. It's sad, man. It really sucked for that to happen to this man. And if you look at this picture right here, man, somebody posted this on Twitter. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, but look at these injuries. This is the whole list of the notable players that are out for the season this year. Joe Thomas for the Browns, Jason Peters for the Eagles, Darren Sproles for the Eagles. Like I said, Odell Beckham, Aaron Rodgers, Julian Edelman, Marshall Yonder, J.J. Watt, Deshaun Watson, Dalvin Cook. It sucks, man. It really sucks that these injuries happen. Injuries are part of the game. We all know that. But those are some of the most big injuries that have happened up to this point of the season. Let me get to the next thing, man. Next thing I got for y'all, man. I got some. I wrote a list of some big upcoming games the rest of the year. So week 10. On November 12th, you got Dallas. That's actually this week coming up. Dallas and Atlanta. I was trying to go to that game. I said in my last video, the Zeke video, I was trying to go, man. I'm probably not gonna be able to go, man. I really wanted to go to that one. That was one of the big games I really wanted to go to. Since I saw our schedule last year, I was thinking about going to this game. I'm not gonna be able to make it, man. Week 11, you got Philly at Dallas. Week 11, another Week 11 game. My Falcons. We go to Seattle. Week 12, Thanksgiving Day, you got Minnesota at Detroit. Look at these games week 13. Washington at Dallas. That's on Thursday Night Football. That Sunday, week 13, you got Minnesota here at my Atlanta Falcons. You got Carolina at New Orleans. They're, like I said earlier, Carolina's one game behind New Orleans in the NFC South. That's going to be a good game. Philly at Seattle. That's the game I'm going to be tuning into. That's on Sunday Night Football, week 13. Week 14, New Orleans comes here to Atlanta. That's on Thursday night. Another Week 14 game. You got Philly at the LA Rams. LA's looking good. Week 15, you got New England at Pittsburgh. That's going to be a good game. Christmas Eve, Week 16, you got Seattle at the Dallas Cowboys. That's another good one. And then Week 17, every game, Week 17 is the division game. The most notable one to me on December 31st, like I said, Week 17 is Dallas at Philly. That's going to be a good game. So I just thought I'd share that with y'all. Some of the big games coming up towards the rest of the year. If you ain't want to look at the calendar, there you go. I got them right there for you. And my midseason MVP. My midseason MVP right now, man. Like I said, I voiced my opinion on the Philadelphia Eagles as a team. But my midseason MVP so far is Carson Wentz. And I'm saying it's Carson Wentz because the MVP, they're going to give the award solely. I mean, they're going to give it based, if your team's looking good too, of course they're going to give it to a player that's on a team, at least in the playoffs. I think most of the MVPs, if I'm not mistaken, have been playoff players that are on playoff teams. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure every MVP, I know every MVP is not on the playoff team, but they're going to give it, they're going to give the MVP award to the best leader and the best statistical guy, and I think Carson Wentz is the guy right now. Like I said, he's 8-1. He's got 2,200 yards. He leads the league in touchdown passes. He's got 23 touchdown passes, only thrown 5 picks. His quarterback rating is 104. And And I think a close second to him is Alex Smith of the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are 6-3. He's got 2,400 yards, 18 touchdown passes. He only has one interception, and that one interception was just last week against the Dallas Cowboys. His quarterback rating is 113.9. And then my third guy in the MVP right now race, I think, is Tom Brady. He's going to always be in there. He leads the league in passing yards. He's got 16 touchdown passes, only thrown 2 interceptions. His quarterback rating is 106.5. But I got to give it to Carson Wentz, man. Carson Wentz, he's having a great year. It's only his second year in the NFL. He's having a great year. Like I said, I voiced my opinion on the Philadelphia Eagles. That really doesn't matter in the MVP race. So Carson Wentz, he's my MVP at this midpoint of the season. The biggest surprises so far right now, I'm going to name 2 of my biggest surprises. I think that AFC playoff picture is a big surprise right now at this point of the season. Like I said, you got Tennessee, Jacksonville, and Buffalo in there. Tennessee hasn't been to the playoffs since 2008. Jacksonville hasn't been to the playoffs since 2007. And the Buffalo Bills ain't been to the playoffs since 1999. And my second big surprise is my Falcons, man. Our offense is so crazy how explosive, how great we were last year. And this year we got new offensive coordinator, Steve Sarkisian, man. I see it all on Twitter and Instagram. People want Steve Sarkisian fired. I just feel like this man, he has to get Julio Jones more involved in offense. Julio only has 1 touchdown, like I said earlier. This man got 1 touchdown all year. He could have 2 if he ain't dropped that pass that he dropped. If you ain't see it, man, look at this. I'm gonna play it. Go ahead, look at this.
Soft coverage. Ryan airs it out all alone. Juggled. Incomplete. Jones.
Julio, you serious? You serious, dog? Y'all should have seen me when that play happened. I was screaming in the living room, calling Julio a bum. I know you ain't a bum. You're arguably the best receiver in the league, hands down. But my Falcons, man, our offense is looking terrible. I did not think our offense was going to look this bad when the season started. You know, it is what it is. But those are my 2 big surprises, man. That's all I got for y'all today, man. I've been trying to cut my videos down. This one's running on 22 minutes from what it says. That's all I got for y'all today, man. Let me know if y'all disagree with anything I said. Get in the comment box. Comment. Like this video, man. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. I really do. If you made it this far watching this video, I appreciate you watching. Like I said, man, go check out my last 2 videos. That Ezekiel Elliott breakdown, him versus the NFL, the Cleveland Cavaliers struggles. Next video, I promise, will be an NBA video. I promise y'all. I'm going to get another NBA one coming to y'all. Hit that subscribe button, man. My subscribers, they're going up a little tiny bit. I don't have many. I think I got 15 right now, man. Still doing it because I love sports, man. I'm gonna keep bringing y'all videos, man. This is what I love to do. This is my hobby. Just got off work, man. I'm trying to get it, like I said, man. Appreciate you watching again. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Comment. It's your boy P, man. That's the NFL midseason review. How's your team doing, man? How's your team doing? My team ain't looking too good. My team is not looking too good, man. As I said, man, appreciate you watching. I'll see y'all, man. It's your boy P. I'm out.
Tell the feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Tell the feeling like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling like my life is a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Tell the feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind.